So, here's my little helper. When I started building the second guitar, I did not do a lot of recording about the parts. I did do a few shots, which I may be able to find and sort of snap into this video as I go along. And basically I want to just give you an overview of the second unit. It's gotten a little dark in my basement, in my workshop, which is all around me. Let's get going and snap some of these clips together. So here we are, Telecaster #2 project. Been out to Canada Customs today, picked up my box, paid my taxes, my guitar fetish list. This looks like the top of the box. Let's see if we can find out if all the parts are in the box. It's well taped. Boom! There we go. Let's see what beholds inside. There's bubbles. Bubbles are good. Put them over there. This looks like a body. We'll take a look at that after. And this looks like my checklist. We certainly hope all of them are in there this time. So, we found, that looks like all the parts are in there this time. Let's see, and hopefully the neck is undamaged. I presume there will be some neck work to do again on this one. And there she is. And the ends are not bad. Not too sharp. There's a little bit of sharpness down here, although we won't be able to feel that because it'll be into the body area. Down here, there's a little bit of sharpness. Oh, that one's sharp. So I'll have to do some work on that. Let's see. The finish seems nice. A nice figuring of grain on the headstock. I am going to have to drill out those holes again to fit the Wilkinsons. Back looks nice. We finished it as well. Very good. So far so good. On the floor. Put that over there. Put the neck over there. Let's see how the natural body looks. Let's see if there's an easy way to get into this box. Okay, got it out of the packaging. It was quite tight in the box. I like the light color of the wood. I think it goes nice with the same tone color of the neck. Yeah, it matches quite nicely. Now, I had a terrible problem last time trying to fit. Let's move some of these parts over. Let's do a quick fit check right away. while I've got everything on the table, see if this neck will actually fit in this time. And again, it does not. I was expecting it. I was hoping that I wouldn't have to do all the work I did last time to open up the neck pocket in here, because it was a pain, time consuming, slow going. That neck does not fit in there again, even though they claim all their necks fit all their bodies. So it's supposed to fit straight down like this, and it doesn't. Well, there we go. That's the first section of the parts actually arriving and inspection. Looks like all the parts are here this time. Well, here we are. The second body has arrived for the number 2 guitar project. Move out of the way. Should be guitar body and ferrules. Okay, so the ferrules are inside. The K13 modern style ferrules. And this is a quilted sunburst. Alrighty then, we got it out of the bubble wrap, which was somewhat difficult. It had a very sticky end to it. Took me a bit to figure out how to get around it. So this body is a white poplar. The wood looks nice. The finish looks fairly nice on the front. There's some stuff here. Oh, it looks like sticky stuff. Might be cleaning up. And the back is also looking quite nice. It just looks like it needs some cleanup. Now this is a white poplar, and compared to the swamp ash body that I used to build the first guitar with, this thing weighs virtually nothing compared to the weight of the swamp ash. The neck pocket, I'm probably going to have to open up a little bit like I did the last one, but I think it's going to be easier sanding this wood than the swamp ash. This doesn't seem to be as tough. And the pocket here seems not very deep. The wire that comes through from the neck pickup is going to be right there. Now the pocket on the swamp ash body was a little bit deeper than this one, which gave me place for this wire to play, because in here you end up with the wire from the neck and the wires from the bridge that both have to end up being in this area. And guess what? It's height adjustment issues. So last time I had to drill down and open these up quite a bit to be able to keep them low in the pocket here. So we'll see what happens this time. So a little bit curious I took the new body out and the neck from Fetish to see whether or not it will fit in, and same problem as last time. That will not fit in there. I can feel it bubbling around the edges, a little bit too wide. Now I have a neck from a different supplier, which is actually a more vintage look than what Fetish calls their vintage look. As you can see the two necks side by side. They're both called vintage, but the other supplier's part is actually a much nicer vintage amber tone, which I like, and I think kind of looks pretty good with the way it looks on the body. So if you look at the, I can get out of the light, a reflection a little bit, look at it this way. I don't know, kind of partial to the more vintage amber one than the Fetish color. See how this one works out. Ooh, this one has a bite. The non-Fetish one is fitting in the hole. That tells me. See how she looks. You know, I kind of like that versus that. The headstock already has 10mm holes here for the Wilkinson tuners I have for this one, locking tuners, and these ones are 9mm for occlusions, which I have to remount to 10 if I end up using this neck. So slightly different, you know, this is more of a standard tele look. I don't mind this one. This is the one I have on my tele. So I've checked this out, and it turns out that this heel on the Guitar Fetish is just slightly over 2 3/16, just in this section here, just up here, right where it matters to fit into the pocket straight down, where this one fits in and it works okay. So stand by until the next segment and we'll see where we go from here. So here we are, a little over a month later, and I've got it 99.9999% done, as I like to say, because there's always tweaks left over. So we got the nice quilted sunburst front, the dark purple back, even though it looks black to the camera, the dark vintage maple neck, Wilkinson locking tuners on the back, and the front, no triple string trees yet. I'm not sure I need them. The control panel this time has 500 K-pots, as was recommended for the hard vintage set, which is basically the same neck pickup as I had last time in the first tele, which is wound at 7K ohms, and this one was wound at 7K, but the hard vintage is wound at 9K, so it's a couple of K hotter. It doesn't make a great deal of difference, but there's a little bit more bite to it. And this time I went with a straight three position switch with the top hat on it that doesn't interfere with the knob, and all chrome. So turned out pretty good, I think, and it plays pretty nice, as we'll see at the end of the video. And between now and then, there's a little bit on some of the stuff I went through in the middle, but not much, not as much as last time. Oh yes, and the machined jack cup, chromed aluminum, nice heavy one, works great. Okay, on to the next clip. So we've got the neck pickup turned on full volume, no tone, and we'll just do a little riff to see what she sounds like. Really good sustain. Alright, let's go right to the middle position. Okay, bridge. This bridge is a little hotter than the first tele, not by much. Like the sustain on it. Try that Nights in White Satin. I'm going to add a little Eric Clapton riff. Well, you get the idea. It sounds pretty nice. Have my little helper here on the table. He's come to listen to me play. He always likes to come and listen. Yeah. So overall, I'm fairly pleased with how this turned out. The action is at 4/64ths at the moment. That's 1/64th higher than the first one. I have a small adjustment to do on the nut to bring it down to 64th here to get the first fret just down a little bit more, and that's going to give me my 3/64ths down here. And there she blows. I haven't put any string trees on up here yet. It doesn't seem to need it, but I may add them later just for tradition. So overall, another good project has come to an end, and now it's all just pleasure. Cheers. Hope you enjoyed it.